Good YouTube. Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on this beautiful Saturday, February the 7th. Of course, on the Analysis Playground on there exclusively on YouTube. And we're going to talk about the Houston Rockets beat the Oklahoma City Thunder 112 to 106. The Thunder go to 40 and 13 and 22 and 6 at home. They was at home in this game. Um, the Rockets go to 32 and 19 and 15 and 13 on the road. It was 28 to 28 in the first quarter by the end of it. No shade. So it looked like they could possibly win this game. But then the Thunder won the second quarter 24 to 18, and it definitely looked like they was going to win it. And then the Rockets won the third quarter 34 to 22, and then it was 32 to 32 in the fourth. But since the Rockets won that third quarter, um, it ended up giving them a little bit of a lead since the Thunder didn't make a difference of them being able to win out in that fourth quarter. It made it where they still ended up losing by 6. Kevin Wayne Durant played 40 minutes. He had 20 points. He went 6 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3. And he did go 6 of 9 from the free throw line. He had 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 4 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 personal fouls, and was a plus 10 and plus minus. He didn't take a lot of shots, but he was efficient making them. And he had a bunch of good looks and some comfortable looks that he had to be happy with taking. And Jabari Smith helped him out a lot. He played 43 minutes, which ended up being the most on the team. He scored 22 points, but he went 5 of 12 from the field. He also went 3 of 7 from 3. He mainly scored a lot of his points also at the free throw line where he went 9 of 11. They couldn't really stop him. They couldn't really stay in front of him the way that they needed to. The Thunder did. They were just too touchy, too pushy. And Jabari Smith is a big, strong, athletic body, and he took full advantage of that. Plus, he only had 1 personal foul anyway, but he did get 10 boards, so he finished with 20 and 10. No turnovers in this one. He just made quick decisions and just took shots that was in front of him, and that can help you not turn the ball over too. Simplistic. 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive rebounds, and a plus 7 and plus minus. Tari Eason, 34 minutes, 26 points, 10 of 22 from the field, 5 of 13 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He ended up leading the team in scoring. He did have 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 turnovers, and 3 steals. He's been really, really good defensively for them when it comes to taking gambles and taking risks and also getting success from it. But he also did get 5 personal fouls in this one, and he finished as a plus 12 and plus minus with 2 offensive rebounds. And Şengün was making all the big plays throughout the entire game and in the fourth quarter to keep them ahead and keep them in a winning position. He had 17 points. He went 6 of 12 from the field. Hit a timely 3 also in this game. And he also went 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Had 12 rebounds and 11 assists. He finished with a triple-double. And on top of that, he only had 1 turnover. Also had 3 steals and 3 blocks. He really wanted to win this game. He was really physical. He was really playing hard the entire game. And you can tell that it was on his agenda to beat the Thunder. 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and was a plus 13 and plus minus. And they ended up starting Reed Sheppard in this one and not Josh Okogie. He played 32 minutes. He had 16 points. He went 7 to 12 from the field, 1 to 4 from 3, 1 to 2 from the free throw line. He did have 3 steals, but got burnt a couple times too. And he did have 3 rebounds, 6 assists, but even that came with 4 turnovers. He did have 3 personal fouls, 1 offensive board, and was a minus 3 and plus minus. Dorian Finney-Smith played 16 minutes and had 3 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field. He ended up missing basically every single shot besides 1 3. He had 1 assist, 2 personal fouls, and was a minus 9 and plus minus. Capella got on the court, but he missed his only field goal. He did have 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 1 turnover, and no points in 8 minutes. He also had no personal fouls. His rebound was offensive and was a minus 12 and plus minus. Josh Okogie, 12 minutes. He ended up going scoreless. He was 0 of 3 from the field, missed every single 3. He also had 2 rebounds, no turnovers, and the steal. The steal ended up being the highest on the team off the bench. He also had one offensive rebound, four personal fouls, and was a -4 and plus minus. And then eight, J.D. Davison gave them the most points with 8 off the bench. He also went 3 of 5 from the field and 2 of 4 from 3 to get it. He also had the most rebounds off the bench with 4. He had 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, and was a +16 and plus minus. And let's look at the Oklahoma City Thunder. They had to find scoring from somewhere, and it really came from Isaiah Joe, Cason Wallace, and Aaron Wiggins. But let's start with Isaiah Hartenstein, who played 25 minutes. He got 4 rebounds. He was mainly out there for his scoring and in the paint protection. He ended up getting 8 boards and 11 assists, which is something that I didn't see coming, but he's capable of doing it if everybody's moving and everybody's giving him space to be able to make the pass. He went 0-3 from the free throw line. He had 8 boards, 11 assists with 3 turnovers and a block, 3 offensive rebounds, no personal fouls, and a +11 and plus minus. Chet Holmgren, 35 minutes, 17 points. He went 5 of 10 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 6 of 8 from the free throw line, and then he had 14 rebounds, so he finished with a double-double. He was actually the only person on the team to get a double-double in this one. He also had 1 turnover, 3 offensive rebounds, 3 personal fouls, and was a +5 and plus minus. Just a really, really good performance from him. And everything he did tonight was needed and important to the success of the team because he had just that good of a night for them. Luguentz Dort played 27 minutes. He underperformed. He had 2 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 0 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds and 3 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and was a -20 and plus minus. Aaron Wiggins, like I mentioned before, played 26 minutes. He had 17 points. He went 6 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. He also had 2 rebounds and assists, no turnovers, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls. It was a -24 and plus minus. He took a lot of shots, didn't make a lot of them, but he made enough of them where you had to respect him and still had to guard him. And then Cason Wallace, he ended up taking the most shots on the team with 16 shots, but you didn't care because he went 10 to 16, meaning he only missed 6 shots anyway, and he scored the most points on the team, which was 23 in 34 minutes. He went 1 of 3 from 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 4 rebounds and 4 assists, 3 turnovers, and 4 steals. 4 steals ended up being the most on the roster tonight for them, and he's always having a chance to do that. And he had 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, was a +7 and plus minus. Jalen Williams, the big guy, 15 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. He's always trying to pass. He's always trying to get the ball moving. He's always trying to do dribble handoffs. But it was good that he was able to splash in some threes because they left him wide open. So they was daring him to do it. So he might as well take it since he can make those. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 1 personal foul, -16 and plus minus. Alex Caruso played 26 minutes. He had 8 points. He went 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3. He missed his only free throw. You would probably want a better performance from him, especially efficiently speaking. But he did have 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnovers, 2 steals, and a block. But he also had 4 personal fouls. So a lot of those stats look good until you realize he was fouling a lot too. He also had 1 offensive rebound, -16 and plus minus. Kenrich Williams, 8 minutes, 3 points. He made his only 3-pointer. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 4 turnovers. 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a -7 and plus minus. And then Isaiah Joe gave you the most off the bench. He had 21 points. He went 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, and 8 of 8 from the free throw line. And then he also played the most minutes off the bench with 29. He had 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 turnover, and 3 steals. And he had 5 personal fouls in this one also. And he finished as a +18 and plus minus. We know he can get hot, and we know he can attack, just like Cason Wallace and Aaron Wiggins, and even a guy like Jared McCain. So he ended up just giving them another guy they had to worry about, another guy they had to prepare for to score off the dribble or at the 3-point line and in transition, because obviously he can get steals. So, he gave them some trouble. He gave them some nightmares, but they was able to figure it out enough to get the win. Jared McCain played 14 minutes. He had 5 points. He went 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line. He had 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 turnovers. And he also had no personal fouls and was a plus 12 and plus minus. And all his rebounds was offensive. And then you look at the Thunder, they shot 82 field goals, made 45% of them. The Rockets shot 83 and made 46 of them. 36 3-pointers taken by the Thunder, they shot 39%. 43 taken by the Rockets, they shot 35%. 28 free throws by both teams. The Rockets shot 75%, the Thunder shot 64%. And that's really what hurted them. They just missed too many open and easy opportunities against a team that can really score the basketball and have guys that can make it tough on you. But the Thunder did have 42 rebounds. The Rockets had 41. Both teams had 25 assists. But the Thunder had 16 turnovers and the Rockets had 14. 10 steals for the Thunder, 12 for the Rockets, 2 blocks for the Thunder, 5 for the Rockets, 13 offensive rebounds for the Thunder, 10 for the Rockets, 29 defensive rebounds for the Thunder, 31 for the Rockets, 20 personal fouls for the Thunder, 23 for the Rockets. And both teams have had major injuries. No Steven Adams. For example, I can go on and on even about the Thunder missing a lot of guys too, especially Shea, who is the best player on the team. Jalen Williams has missed significant time all season, and he's out. But you can't make excuses. You got to go out there and compete with what you got. And I feel like the Thunder did. I feel like they played hard. They had chances where they still could have been able to win this game. But the star power from the Rockets really shined when things got tough, things got difficult. They knew who to get the ball to. They knew how to play off of guys. They knew what to do when they got the ball, and it just fit better. It just went a little bit more smoother than what the Thunder had to do. I feel like the Thunder was still trying to figure things out. The Thunder was still trying to execute, and it just got too disrupted, got too sloppy, and just got to a point where they was just trying to make things happen on their own sometimes too. And it works when you got Shea, because Shea is so a good shot creator and such a good offensive player that he can make something out of nothing. These guys, they're good, but they're not that good, especially at one particular thing. They're better playing off of guys than they are doing it themselves, which is something that they knew coming into this game would be tricky, but they still had a good chance to win this one. That's all you can really hope for besides getting the win. And the Rockets got the job done, and they should be happy, and they should be proud of themselves for winning a game that they should have won. But OKC did win the season series 2-1 anyway, so it doesn't really say much regardless. Besides, it helps the Rockets still be able to have a good position in the playoffs because every win matters. And the Thunder, they shouldn't care too much because it's almost the All-Star break and they still the number one team in the NBA. So that hasn't changed for the start to now. And we'll see if they're able to continue having a number one record as the season continues, since we already passed the midway point. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Hit that notification bell to get that analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today, hopefully with more analysis.